We've got a special video for you today. Not only are we going to talk about Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora and how it is in some rough shape according to insiders, but we are also going to talk about a secret FPS game that Certain Affinity is actually working on. Make sure you guys are subscribed. Welcome to Video Game Leaks, and we'll kick things off with Pandora, with Avatar. In case you missed it, Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora is a huge single-player open-world game based on James Cameron's Avatar franchise. Now, the game is in development over in Massive Entertainment, while Ubisoft, well, they are footing the bill and handling publishing duties. A few days ago, Ubisoft quietly revealed that they were delaying the game from 2022 to a very vague 2023 to 2024 window. So they are definitely not going to hit the Avatar movie launch, that's for sure. And I guess the game needs more time in the oven. Now, that's not uncommon in the modern gaming industry, as AAA games are constantly being delayed for polish, especially in the era for working at home and keeping office workers safe. However, insider Jeff Grubb actually claims to have seen this game in its current state. He has some interesting information to share. According to him, the game looks beautiful. It's an Avatar game. Of course it's going to look beautiful, as to be expected, but the gameplay is in rough shape. Now, he did say the build he saw was about a month old, but in the gaming industry, that's not a whole lot of time for something like the gameplay to be overhauled. And if Ubisoft has delayed the game by at least a year, well, it seems Grubb's intel is legit. Now, the developers Massive Entertainment previously worked on the first two Division games, as well as World in Conflict and Ground Control. So they do have experience with open world games, but not as much with open world science fiction games. Frontiers of Pandora is also expected to have this wildly different gameplay from Massive Entertainment's usual third-person shooting, so it makes sense that the studio probably needs more time to lock everything in. Now, with the first of James Cameron's Avatar sequels finally coming out in movie theaters this December, the franchise is likely going to experience a huge revival in the coming years. And Ubisoft knows that Frontiers of Pandora needs to be in the best launch shape possible. Now, with the hype surrounding Avatar, they don't need another embarrassment on their hands. So ultimately, I think this delay is good. I think it's a good idea, but with the recent intel that the game is in rough shape right now, that's a little bit concerning. So hopefully, the extra time in the oven is enough to pull it all back on course. Now, let's switch gears. Let's go from an open world game to a secret first-person shooter game. That's right, Certain Affinity. They've been super involved in the FPS genre, even if you didn't know it. The studio was founded in 2006, and it was founded by a group of former Bungie employees, and since then, well, they've assisted with the development of games like, are you ready? Black Ops, Doom 2016, and pretty much every single Halo game since Reach. They've recently been in the news for reportedly being the team behind the upcoming Halo Infinite Battle Royale, which we'll probably do a video on pretty soon. If you want to know more about that, go check out the other videos we have on the channel. It's very, very interesting. But somebody realized the other day that David Sinclair, the new director of user experience over at Certain Affinity, he updated his LinkedIn profile, and he updated it to mention that the team is working on a brand new original IP. That doesn't happen very often anymore. Everybody wants to reboot or remake or sequel or trilogy, and it says he started in June of 2022, which heavily suggests he was brought on specifically for a new unannounced project. Like I said, Certain Affinity has mainly been a support studio, and a very good one at that. They really, really have. I mean, they have a ton of experience with mainstream first-person shooters. So if they're finally breaking out and finally getting a chance to do their own thing, and it's a secret FPS project, I'm in it. I'm down. I think this could be something really amazing, and I think it's going to be something that sneaks up on people because you don't talk about Certain Affinity like that. They're a support studio. It's kind of like Beanox and Raven Software. They support Call of Duty, and you have these support studios that have all this massive talent, and all these developers and everything, but they don't get the shine like the main studios. So if this is true, I'm 100% on board. Now, nothing has been confirmed by the studio other than the fact that a new FPS project does exist, and since we're still in the LinkedIn leak phase of development, well, it's likely going to be a few months until we get a title or even a setting or a teaser or anything like that, which is fine. We'll keep you guys updated as news comes out. I'm always intrigued when there is a new secret FPS game. I mean, Certain Affinity likely has a lot they want to prove, and given their experience, I think they could end up being the next big FPS developer, and those are big shoes to fill. And I know that's a huge prediction because you are going against franchises like Call of Duty, like Respawn Entertainment, like I say Battlefield, but Battlefield's not in the best place right now. But you guys know what I mean. Or even more serious shooters like Escape from Tarkov and Rainbow Six Siege. I mean, it's almost unbreakable. It's almost impossible to get your big toe in that door to even have a shot. We've seen so many shooters try and miserably fail. But a lot of those shooters didn't have the past experience that Certain Affinity has. Like I said, Black Ops, basically every Halo game since Reach, Doom 2016. We're talking some of the most polished, some of the best shooters of all time. And I know, I'm talking this one up. I truly, truly am, because I feel like this is one of those special moments where this could be something big. In a year and a half down the road, after we have a trailer and we know more of what's going on with the direction, we're going to look back at this video, you and me together. We're going to say, yeah, Video Game Leak said this could be the next big thing when it comes to FPS games or even FPS franchises. You bet. Now, I think they could end up doing that. I think they could be the next big FPS developer. I'll let you guys know if anything else breaks from it, but as of right now, LinkedIn is where we get our truths. So there you go. A secret FPS coming from Certain Affinity, and Avatar, well, it's going to be delayed, but that's probably not a bad thing. Now, I know wishful thinking. They probably, in a perfect world, they wanted it to launch alongside the movie because that would be absolute prime holiday season, catch all the hype. But, like we said earlier, Avatar is going to get hyped up. He's not done. James Cameron, I'm pretty sure, has one or two more Avatar movies he's already talked about. I'm not sure. I haven't really dove into that. But I know this Avatar that's coming is not the final one. So if Ubisoft is going to position themselves with this game, it's okay if it's delayed till 2023. Now, 2024, we're getting a little far out there, but then again, if we have another Avatar, who knows when that'll come out, because I'm pretty sure there's over a decade or more from the first Avatar movie to the second one. I'll keep you guys posted if we get anything new, and I'll see you soon.